What screams trashy parents? Mothers who sees their daughter as competition. Social media influencers whose entire content is their children. People who publicly punish their kids online. Parents who give out way too many details about their children, giving them lack of privacy. Child exploitation at its finest. Kids running around a store trashing the place, and not a parent in sight. Cussing out the officials at a little league game. Telling your child to punch another player they tripped over. When I waited tables in college, I saw a mother fill her young toddler's bottle with Coca-Cola. I thought it was just horrible. When their kids could literally set the world on fire, and they'll blame anyone else to avoid responsibility. Kids destroying other people's stuff, property, and the parents are just standing there and laughing like it's a form of amusement. Once went into a roller movie store and there was a child bashing the glass with his ball and throwing the movies all over the floors. The mother, presumably, let her child continue to do that despite others' protests, including the managers. I don't fault the child. Doesn't know any better. The mother should have been asked to leave the store with her son. I lost count of how many parent conferences I had that went like this. Me. Your child's grades and behavior are horrible. Them. I don't know what to do. I've tried everything. Me. Like what? Them. I took their PS5 away. And their Xbox 360. But then they went crazy. So I gave it back to them. Me. So you tried like nothing. Changing your kid's diaper in a Walmart parking lot and throwing the diaper full of crap on the ground for someone else to deal with. Refusing to believe their kid can do wrong. There is a kid, maybe 8, 10 years old, on the other side of my street right now yelling slurs and telling everyone who walks by to go duck themselves while their parent sits on the porch smoking weed and laughing. This is a regular occurrence. I'm fairly certain the kid has a mental disorder, but the fact that the parent seems to be encouraging the behavior is pretty trashy. Just here to make sure I don't qualify. So far so good. Parents who use their kids to get likes on TikTok. Drugs and alcohol while pregnant. My family lineage includes a long line of molestation and abuse. To me, it doesn't get any more trash than this. Kids that smell like smoke because their parents smoke indoors. It was my parents. Everybody hated when we came over because everything we'd touch would smell like cigarettes as well. But couldn't convince my parents to smoke outside of the home because it's their house and they'll do as they please. Babies in the background of twerking videos. It's just weird. When the kids are sick and contagious, but the parents want a night out and don't tell their children provided their kids are sick. One of those bumper stickers that says something along the lines of "my kid's in here. If you hit me, I'll beat your ass." Extra points if they're ones driving like an ashat. Having a favorite child. Parents that let their kids kick the ever-living crap out of the seat in front, pretend not to see anything, and then get angry at you for asking them to stop their kid. Forcing your children to have political candidates' signs apparel in the child's room. Young children whose teeth are already black and rotting from lack of care. Children in dirty, smelly clothes. Not from a child playing outside as kids do, but legitimately filthy, unwashed clothes. Kids running wild in public with no attempts to rein them in. She passes out drunk on the front porch. Doesn't realize her son's father has come from another state to rescue him. And wakes up not knowing where one of her kids is. Making your kids take care of their siblings instead of them having a life. Smoking in the car with the kids in the back. Mom wearing Cookie Monster pajama pants walking out of a Shell station at 9:30 at night with 2 kids, while throwing her black and mild cigar wrapper on the ground. The son has a chapped upper lip you could light a match off of it, and the daughter looks like she spent her last evening trying to cut her own hair.